Goose Justine, and I am back with a very cozy, very elite member flock stream, and I would love to welcome my very elite gaggle back to my very elite flock. So today I actually have a lot of catching up to do because I think I missed the last 4 Amber uploads because I was so shook by, victims of an empath. So I'm gonna have a timestamp to I'm gonna react to her failed weigh-in. What else did she post that I want to watch? Yeah, her failed weigh-in and a very bad, apparently, what I eat in a day. So I'm going to have a timestamp to all this crap pinned in the comments in case you guys want to skip around. I don't blame you guys because I'm probably going to be rambling a bit in the beginning. Hey, everybody. Let me say who was first. Sorry, I'm all excited. I feel like I haven't been live in a while, though it hasn't been that long. Diana was first, and she's already got the coffee ready. Next was Katie, Scooter, Alice is here. Let's see, Mish is here. You've already watched 2 different reacts of her weigh-in. I have a feeling that's just not enough. What is telling me? What is giving me the intuition that it's not a good one, huh? Let's see. Next was Medora. Gail is here. Cat Lou. Buster's here. Deb, Rachel, Sarah, Kilwell, Linda. Okay. Dana. Jamie's here. And Diary of a Recovering Fatty. Welcome, everybody. So, I'm a few minutes late today because I had to, I forgot I had to switch my laundry. So, I did that real fast before I went live. So, hey, everybody. Let's see, what are you guys saying? So, oh yeah, what else do I want to say? I was going to go live. Like, I haven't had a regular live stream that's not a member stream, I feel like, in a long time. And I feel awful about it. But I couldn't do it yesterday. And I'm actually vlogging this weekend. So, except I'm doing it for real. Hey, Cicely. Or Cecily? Is that how you say it? Except I'm actually doing it because there's something of note happening this weekend. So I had a really, emotional day yesterday, but not in a bad way, but it was in a bad way. But you know what? You're just going to watch it. I don't want to spoil it. I never have anything interesting going on in my life. So let me just, the one thing that I got, right? Hey, Cha Jen. So alright, so I watched Victims of an Empath a few days ago, right? Which I finished it with you guys, actually, if you remember. Did I do that on Sunday? I gotta look. That wasn't the last time. No, Tuesday. That's right. So I finished Victims of the Empath on Tuesday with you guys, and guys, that was a tough watch. I took a friggin' what do you call it? Not a break from the Amberverse. I just needed a break. I found myself in a place. Oh, I just got a notification from my member stream. Huh. Anyway. I needed a minute. It was very Victims of an Empath the Becky episode was a lot, and I had to take a moment, right? I kind of didn't care. A breather. Yes, thank you, Kate. I knew I didn't want to disappear for weeks again. It's just, I needed, I did not, after watching that, I did not care about Amber's weigh-in. I didn't care about her sword try-on haul. I didn't care about this or that. Alright? Oh, you just got it too, Diana? Well, at least they're sending out notifications just 5 minutes late, but I'd rather notifications come 5 minutes late than not come. Hey, Jamie! You haven't watched it yet and you're bracing yourself. Well, you're probably going to need to take breaks like I did. It took me a few days to watch Victims of an Empath. Yeah. I look at myself on my viewfinder, and my mug is just not aesthetic, but I got to get a new one, guys. My pretty kitty mug broke. I had it for years, so anyway. Wow, she isn't even showing her weight on the scale. Wow, so we know it's a lie. Oh my god. Cecily, thank you for telling me. I kind of want to skip it now. I'm being honest. Now I don't even want to watch it. That's the most basic thing. God, oh my god. I didn't even start reacting to it and I'm ranting. That's just the most... Shit, can I just get into it now? I have kind of a lot to watch and I don't have anything to update you guys with other than what I already said. Like, I do have a vlog coming out soon. I don't think it's gonna be a friggin' a member, but I think it's gonna be public, so everybody will be able to see, and everybody will see why I didn't make a video on Thursday. Or why I didn't go live on I really wanted to have a regular stream yesterday, but I could not, guys. I could not. Wait, she gained weight, Scooter-chan? Oh my god. It's Jamie saying that you have to you have to listen to our weight loss professional. Oh my god. Buster said, I say to myself, quote, this mug is not aesthetic every morning when I look in the mirror. Wait, girl world talk is a thing? She gained weight. Her reason for gaining weight is all the food she's been eating and just what she's been showing on camera. That's not even including what she's not showing us, guys. Remember, she ate the... Hold on. You know what? I'm like... Alright, I have a bunch to react to today, guys. So, I do kind of want to watch her. Do you guys mind if I just dip in what I really ate to get to this size? This is from 5 days ago. I still haven't reacted to it. So, I'm just gonna put this one on. Okay. So, already it looks like a fail because friggin' her hands are shoved in an Arby's bag. I don't know how they managed to fit, but, you know. Friggin', I'm sorry. That was a little, okay. That dug a little deep. I'll admit it. It's just after watching Victims of an Empath, guys. Alright, now I got this up, so now let me get my chat up on my screen, guys. Oh, what am I doing? Here we go. So now I want to watch the Crystal one. I keep meaning to watch it, but I just don't want to watch it. Yeah, that whole puddle thing, we gotta talk about that. We're gonna talk about the puddle thing, guys, but let me go back in time a few days. I just want to watch her what I ate to get to the size. I mean, she's just talking in the beginning, so... Alright, there we go. Let's... I don't know, I hope... You guys better get your knee pads and friggin... What do you call it? Elbow pads for the mental gymnastics. You might not be ready.
Video. So before we get started, I have a few things I would like to say. One, every single thing that I eat.
Let me know about her volume because I got my window wide open and it's a friggin' what do you call it? Disney movie out there with the animals and crap. So just let me know if you can hear her. All right.
Is A, better, and B, less than what I ate to get to my heaviest at 572.4. Two, I am taking...
That's like the lowest bar I've ever heard. I'm eating less than I did when I was almost 600 pounds, Amber says at 500 something pounds. This is delusion. I'm only 18 seconds in. I can't do this. Okay. This is my job. All right. Thank God it's not.
This is what I learned when I did outpatient. And I'm also taking things that I'm learning from Noom, where I'm counting my calories. I'm taking everything and trying to put it all together and do
what the hell did you learn from outpatient? I forgot you were even in that. They were trying to teach you to, like, you know, they were trying to tell you to not count calories and stuff, if I remember correctly, but you counted more calories than a friggin' 90s model. I got nothing.
So far, I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm not perfect. My meals are weird and random. Like, my first meal isn't even a breakfast.
Right, so basically, so you're not putting any thought into what you're eating. You're just grazing, eating what, you know, friggin', what you're craving.
Yes, I'm counting every single calorie that I am eating in the Noom app.
No. She's guessing. Just because you look at something and say it's 200 calories doesn't make it so, necessarily.
I will not be talking about calories, though, because it is triggering for me. Not in the sense of like, oh, talking about calories is triggering, but it's triggering when I sit there and I count on my calories and then people tell me I'm wrong, even though I'm right. I learned how to read a nutrition label and everything about it at the age of 10.
Girl, there's no nutrition label with takeout, and all you friggin' eat is takeout.
Not many 10-year-olds can do that. 10-year-olds should not be dieting, but regardless,
Girl, we all dieted when we were 10, 11. She acts like she's so unique. Like, she literally thinks she's the only one who was learning about this crap when she was 10. Like, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying, hey, teach your 10-year-olds about calories. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that was all of our stories. I remember being on egg and grapefruit when I was that age. Okay, girl? Like, stop acting like that. Like,
goal is to allow myself to eat in moderation. I'm allowed to eat what I want. I just have to stay in my calorie goal. So I actually just ordered.
Rachel said, quote, even though I'm right. Now, that's a stretch.
My first meal. Yes, my first meal will be from takeout. So let's get into it.
So how does blank do calorie count that?
My first meal, I got Arby's. So this is
like when they're shoveling out how much fries they're giving you, when because I know they got like, maybe not a shovel, but it's like a scoop. I've seen it. Like they scoop the fries and like, are they measuring the grams? Are they like, I mean, I don't get it. Like, do they got their food scales out so that they got every calorie correct for Emberlyn Reed? No, you can't calorie count takeout. Anyway.
The only thing that I literally ever get from there, I get the crinkle fries. Literally my favorite fry. And then I get the French dip sandwich, which is just bread,
her mouth is watering.
Roast beef, and I think provolone cheese.
Oh, that looks
a piece.
Oh my god, look at all that green and freshness brimming from friggin', hold on, you guys are saying okay, yeah, Killwell said in 5th grade I had to show my teacher my Weight Watchers log after lunch. Oh my god, I know, girl, we were all like on diets like that when we were kids, you know. So I'm just saying, guys, my alarm's going off, but I got my pills here. Friggin', anyway, like we all, she just thinks she's so friggin' unique, and this is the like what, she doesn't actually want to improve or get healthy. If she, you know, there's content out there, we watched it the other day on this channel, there's content out there by people who are her size who are on successful weight loss journeys, and you can tell she's not watching them. None of them are eating this, I can guarantee.
With the French dip, you obviously get the dipping sauce. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is what it looks like. And then you just dip it. It's honestly so freaking good. So I think what would be fun.
I'm gonna have to believe you, Amber. I gotta admit, she's not tempting me away from veganism here. I can't feel like I'm missing out on much over here.
Is showing examples of what I'm choosing to eat now versus what I would have ate in the past. In the past, I would have easily gotten 2 of the sandwiches and 2 of the fries.
Are you kidding me? You're only eating 1 greasy friggin' hoagie instead of 2 and you think that's a win. Oh my god. She's so, I can't. And like, she's doing all this while she's also like, she's doing live streams making fun of Choosy. Like, she's so, like, I don't know, guys.
Without a doubt. By the way, I did get a Diet Coke, but they did not give me a straw. That's okay. So I'm gonna have to drink it like this. In the past, yes, I would have gotten a Diet Coke, but I also would have gotten either a milkshake or some type of dessert. This time,
girl, this is
I
not
did
a
not.
win.
So when it comes to calories and quantity, I completely cut it in half compared to how I would eat it on a day I was off track. All right, you guys, it's time for the next meal.
And now she's eating again, and it's more meat. It's more greasy, like, I can't. No bonus sub, Jamie. No, that's why she's such a skinny queen. It's Courtney said, what an inspiration, eating an Arby's French dip. Oh, Buster says there's beef and cheddar and curly fries in a bag behind that camera. I guarantee she has another one, and she's intending to eat that later.
I'm gonna be making some chicken sausages with some veggies. So
Katie said, well, thank God she didn't get the milkshake. I wonder how many hours after that meal we just saw she's making this new one with 2 sausages.
Things first, I am going to cut everything. So I'm just gonna cut it.
She's very dainty. She needs dainty bite-sized pizzas.
In slices here.
No.
So I'm also going to...
No, she can't take the... Okay, Midori's saying, girl, with all those cups with straws, can you take one? No, because that ruins the aesthetic. No, because a part of getting the takeout sodi is the cup experience. Somehow. I don't know. I'm just trying to think like Amber thinks. I don't know, guys.
Have some Brussels sprouts.
No, but she can't do that because she'd have to get up again to get that. Jeez. She probably got up to get the bag and then sat down to eat and then saw there was no straw. You expect her to get up again? What's the matter with you? Whoops.
Off the edges and cut them a little smaller. So I'm just taking off the ends like this type of piece.
Oh my god.
And off. It's the texture.
Amber's showing how healthy she is.
Keep them pretty big.
Those are huge.
Alright, so I'm gonna spray some paint.
Those are like green onion noodles.
I'm just gonna add everything at once besides the green.
Sarah says, girl, we have 15 years evidence of what you ate in the past. You don't have to tell us. Oh yeah. Deb's saying it's so easy to throw some chicken in the oven or anything in the oven, right? Like she has endless things that she could do other than freaking ordering Arby's. I can't.
For seasoning, garlic salt, black pepper, tapatio. So, alright you guys, so it is complete. I also have some cottage cheese and a little bit of mustard on the side.
Okay, this looks gross. I'm sorry. This looks gross. What? This isn't even a recipe. Like, what is this? I can't.
So good. I love a bunch of veggies just cooked together. I'm also drinking water.
Veggies in the air fryer, though, guys. Oh my god. A little... Anyway, I'll tell you more later.
This is my second water for the day. So right now I'm eating chicken sausage, veggies, and cottage cheese. What would I have if I wasn't on track?
Girl, you're kidding. You have stupid, healthy, one-off meals like this all the time. It gets... Here's the thing. This is what you guys have to understand. You know, talking to Amber is pointless. But, I know because, unlike Amber, Jamie said she cooks everything backwards. Yes! Sarah said she made soup with no water. I can't. Right, Iron Chef Jamie saying she's been eating these chicken sausage meals to show she's, quote, on track for years, and it's not working. What I'm getting at is having a meal like this every once in a while is pointless if it's sandwiched between 2 takeout meals. Or whatever else she eats after this. Like, it's pointless. It's pointless that you had a meal like this if you're gonna have takeout tomorrow or you had it earlier. Like, it doesn't matter. This is just... Cicely said talking to Amber is pointless, real. It's just common sense. Like, you gotta... And look, she's got her friggin' bottle of water there to show how healthy she is. Sorry. I knew that was gonna happen. It's funny, as soon as I took the sip. Anyway.
I already know. Cheesecake Factory. So what I would get from there would be their artichoke crab dip, which comes with like these little hard bread
girl,
things.
This is obviously a healthier meal than that, but you're still eating shit like that. So it's not like you stopped eating that. You're just not... Diana said, Justine, breathe. I'm absolutely a volume eater myself too, Dana. So it's not like I wouldn't eat stuff like this. It's just not this.
Things that you like
And it wouldn't be for show. It wouldn't be for a video to show how healthy I am. Like, I don't know.
Dip in the crab dip. And then I would also get the fried macaroni and cheese. And then for my actual meal, I would get the fried Korean chicken, which comes with rice, a little bit of veggies. It's really good.
So this video is just, first of all, her one meal was a junky takeout meal. So it proves nothing. And then this one's like a bunch of, hold on, how long is she eating that? Okay, so she eats this, now she's in the kitchen again.
I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah,
all right, it's time for my next meal. If I was off track.
She's eating again. God, Jesus, I'm sorry. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. Like, I eat a lot. What does she eat now? Anyway.
Right now, I'd be having like a ramen, some chips. I always need something sweet when I'm off track after I eat anything salty. And one candy bar isn't enough for me during those moments. So I'd probably have like a Heath bar and a Snickers.
Yeah, and why would you have those? Why are they in your house? Why are they in your house? Because you don't care. You don't actually want to lose weight. You're just uploading these for money.
Since I'm on track, I'm having a Diet Coke and an Amy's Pesto TV dinner. So it's just one of these.
She's gonna listen. I can't with this. I can't. I'm pretty sure that this is a plant-based bowl. It may not be, but a lot of Amy's meals are. So if it's vegetarian, if it's vegan, Amber tends to think it's automatically healthy. These meals, first of all, one of these is like $6 or $7. Like, I completely stopped buying them because, first of all, they're not even enough food for me. I'm not Amber size. And, like, if I eat that, I have eaten them. Some of them are good. I like the tofu scramble one, but I have to add stuff to it because they're only, like, they're not that big. Look at that dish of food. It's not that much. Look at Amber's size. She needs food, right? So my point is, and plus this is full of sodium and crap, she's going to eat after this. That was the point of that ramble. Like, this is stupid. Like, it's not even healthy. Like, it's a frozen friggin' meal. Like, it's... I don't mean to hate on the Amy's meals. It's just they're expensive and you have to add stuff to it for them to be satisfying. Like, the tofu scramble one, I add potatoes, for example. They have... Anyway, so... Cecily said... Microwave bowl on top of a paper plate. Happy Earth Day to environmental... I gotta change that. I'm gonna change that to Earth Day Lynn. Freaking.
Pesto tortellinis.
What a joke.
These are so freaking good. This is one of my favorite Amy's TV dinners, so highly, highly recommend.
That's not a dinner. That's like a cup of food. That's not a dinner. And this is why. So I'm just letting you guys know. And this is a huge waste of calories, Jamie. Buster said there's another one in the microwave right now. I'm saying this wouldn't fill a normal person. That's why I don't buy these. I don't know why they're as expensive as they are. I used to buy them.
All right, you guys. So I'm about to have a snack. So
obviously,
keep in mind that I do eat similar things, whether I'm off track or on track.
Yeah, that's a problem. You got to look at that, Amber. You look at the size of you. Get real. You got to do something actual. This whole like dainty. Oh, I'll have a little bit, not too much of it. Like it's not working for you. You can't. No offense, Amber, but it doesn't look like you know how to have just a little bit of anything.
About the quantity. So when I'm off track, I order a lot of takeout. When I'm on
Amtrak Lynn. Who said Amtrak Lynn? Mafia Man. Mafia Man says, imagine a 10-year-old girl watching her video. Mommy, I want to grow up and be just like her. Get a grip, Amtrak Lynn. Wait, is she just the caboose or the whole... Or you're talking about the whole Amtrak? Do you mean the whole, like all the Amtrak trains? Right. Blue Hoodie. Thank you. Blue Hoodie said that Amy's is just going to get her appetite started. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, and Alice said I had some of Amy's gluten-free meals and they're just okay. Not worth the money. Yeah, and that's what's up. I used to eat gluten-free too, and I really leaned on her meals. She had I remember there was a noodle one, and I had to make more noodles for it. Anyway.
Or less. When I'm off track, I eat a lot of sweets, and when I'm on track, I eat less. I have a massive sweet tooth.
That's a king-size Almond Joy. Guys, I can't do this. I can't do this. Guys, I'm done. Can I click off? I'm done. Like, she's kidding with this. She doesn't give a... And she's trying to act like it's good. I can't. And this isn't even over. She's not done eating, is she? So I don't want to listen to her reason her way through that. Sorry. That would just make me cringe. It's like, I can't. Sorry. I'm skipping around. Sorry, guys.
Eating, but I want to do something I've never done before. As you guys saw, I mentioned everything that I ate today versus everything that I would eat on a day where I'm off track. Here is everything that I ate today. And now I'm going to pop up over here everything that I ate on a day where I am off track. So the reason why I chose to do this is because in my last Let's Talk, someone said...
This is a fictional day. This is fictional. She's making this up.
Show us what you really eat. And I've been hearing this my whole YouTube career. Amberlynn, you're fat for a reason.
This on-track day is not on track, first of all. You're going to gain weight eating this. What's the matter with her?
Only doing these what I ate today videos when you're eating like a normal...
Me either. Who said that I haven't even seen a king-size Almond Joy? Buster. I love your name because it reminds me of our old cat Buster.
Person. I just want to say I have in the past done off-track videos, but they do not make me feel good. They make me feel horrific. I don't see the point in it. Doing on-track what I ate today videos.
But this isn't what you ate today. You're lie to yourself all you want, Amber. Go ahead.
Continuous reminder through the day of like, Amberlynn, stay on track. And it feels good.
Iron Chef said her whole channel is based on a fictional diet she's on. It's so weird.
Off-track videos feels bad. Filming on-track videos feels good. So I'm not eating anything else for the rest of the night, but I also would have ate chips, salami.
Right. All right, this stays on. Oh my God, food for thought. What's this? Sorry, I can't listen to this very easy. I'll watch more of her other videos.
Shows like, oh wow, she actually did make a really big adjustment to her day. So anyways, let's just get into food for thought.
Amber, you just had a king-size Almond Joy.
If you had to improve one thing about today's food intake, what would it be? I look at my day and I don't see anything that I wanted to improve on.
Did she just make that up? That question? Like, she's acting like somebody asked her that.
I was like, oh wow, she actually did make a really big adjustment to her day.
Amber, nobody's watching your videos and thinking that. This is friggin' delusion.
Anyways, let's just get into food for thought. If you had to improve one thing about today's food intake, what would it be? I look at my day and I don't see anything that I wanted to improve on. I feel like I did really good.
Right. I gotta say it again. She's pulling the Kamala here. Can't think of anything I would change. Amber this was such a perfect what I eat in a day. Dang, Amber, I can't believe you're not friggin' like my size and less. Right, Rachel said a huge adjustment. Like she didn't have 2 king-size Almond Joys. Oh my God, Iron Chef Jamie said her new rationale is, quote, I could have eaten more, see? I gotta say, that's so funny because that was a conversation that I had with Mert in the kitchen earlier. I swear to God, I wish she was here. Because we were just we just have conversations where she makes fun of me for being disabled, and just, you know, it's fun, it's in good fun, right? And I was saying to her, well, you know, I could be a lot worse, you know, I've been doing pretty good, I could be worse. And she's like I guess you could be worse. Like, it was just so funny. It's like, I could be worse though. She's like, yeah, I guess you could. It was funny at the time, I promise. Right, Dana said, she's like, quote, it's not that bad, guys. Says the 500-something pound person that gained weight this week. Like, is she crazy? Friggin', alright, so this was what I really ate. So let me just skip around here. So, now this one's 42 minutes. I guess this is our weekly vlog. And the Torrid try-on haul's in this one. Meeting new people. Do you guys mind if I skip this one just for now? I think this one would have to be its own video. It's 42 minutes. I should have reacted to it at the time, but at the time, I was deep in Victims of the Empath, and I apologize. Yeah, Sarah said, her time with Tommy has distorted her view of overeating. This ceiling was raised to heights we never imagined possible in Wisconsin. It had to have been, because that was just a lot of food, and she's trying to act like she's gonna... So, okay, so this was her on track what I ate in a day. So let's see how she did in the weigh-in. That's what I want to watch.
Hey, guys.
Hi. That's a very bun-looking bun she's got going there.
So welcome to my weigh-in. I am getting around to filming this pretty late at night. Already did.
Oh, what did she? Oh, this is the weigh-in, Cecily. We didn't do that yet. We just watched her what I ate in a day, which was her eating a bunch of candy and crap.
My live stream and everything. And usually by my Tuesday live stream, I've already had this.
I hear that whistling sound. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure what that is. I hope that's not too annoying, because I don't want to close my window. It's very warm today. It's like 80, so I don't want to turn it off. I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully it stops soon.
Filmed, edited, and scheduled to go up for the next day. But I'm not feeling the greatest.
Amber, that's a lot of work.
And I'm going to tell you the reason why in this video, so let's just get straight to it. First, we're going to start off with the 5 questions that I do every weigh-in video, and where I get those is Instagram. So once a week I go on there and
pinky swears.
They ask me any weight, health, food related questions. What makes you say that the eating scenes in 600 Pound Life are exaggerated and not real? So I said that in a past weigh-in video because it's true. I've actually been contacted by multiple people.
It's not just, you know what, I hate... Amber's actually right here because I've seen this from past people that have been on the show have talked about this in like various podcasts and stuff. I can't think of them offhand, but I've seen it. And I know what she's talking about. More than once I've seen that those are like the beginning scenes are very staged. They do pile on more food than they're actually eating. So that is... I hate to say it. It just gives her a reason to be smug, and it's annoying.
Who have been in 600 Pound Life, and I myself have contacted a couple people myself, and I'm also actually pretty good friends with 2 people who have been on shows like that. And
I know she's so famous. She's friends. Sure, she is. No, I've just actually watched the podcast they were on.
Exaggerate those scenes, especially in 600 Pound Life, and I only know that
Amber's got insider knowledge on that. Beyond what's publicly available.
Because people who have been on 600 Pound Life have told me that personally. Plus, I am also someone who is over 500 pounds.
Friggin', someone's vacuuming. I'm sorry, guys. That's so annoying.
I was almost 600 pounds at one point. Why do you think people freak out about the size of a 20-piece nugget, but will order a 10-piece with a large fry and act like that is any better?
Oh, this is not a real question. This is clearly Amber. This is... I'm gonna need, like, solid proof. Like, beyond, like, I need a screen recording of Amber going to this question for me to believe this. Without any jump cuts at all. Because this is... Why do you think people freak out about the size of a 20-piece but will order a 10-piece with... Like, who's doing this, Amber? You just made this up. That nobody, like, this is a made-up person. Like, this is just a made-up scenario. Like, this is not reality. Who can you provide an example of someone saying and doing this? And can you just name them? What people? Who's... I can't... This is just made up. This is the most made-up question that I've seen. Like, I can't. This is just... I can't... I'm beyond... I'm so speechless. Jane Iron Chef said she only answers her own questions. No. Sarah said, is the straw man in the room with us now, Amber? I can't. This is so made up. This is the most made up question. Friggin', I've seen like realer stuff asked to kids' letters to Santa. Like, you're kidding me. Wow.
Good point, good point. I think just like hearing...
Nobody's... Good point. There wasn't even a point. Can you name the person who's doing that? I don't. And friggin', like, the person ordering the 10-piece instead of the 20-piece is friggin' probably not doing it every day. They're probably not having to force themselves to only order Uber Eats 3 times a week like you.
A 20-piece nugget, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. But when you do the calories for a 20-piece nugget versus like a regular meal.
Blue Hoodie said, yep, we're all eating McDonald's and just judging. Right. Me with all the McDonald's I order. Like, you're kidding me. Right, Katie said, and she for real expects us to think these questions are from fans. Girl, come on.
You can get at McDonald's, which is a 10-piece nugget with a large fry. It's about the same calories.
First of all, she's looking bigger than ever. She's looking puffy AF in this video. She's looking like she ate a king-size Almond Joy over there.
A little bit more calories in the nugget and fry, but the protein and the carbs are better if you just get the 20-piece nugget. I'm not saying either of these options are good for you, but the same people judging someone for ordering a 20-piece nugget will also go to McDonald's and get the nuggets and fries.
Girl, no. This is friggin'... Linda said in all caps, Amber, we aren't 530 pounds. Rachel said, stay puffed, Amberlynn. What do you mean you can't remember the last time she ate Mickey D's? It was the last video I reacted to. Remember she picked the skin off? God. That was the last time I streamed.
I think people like to play mind tricks because, like,
okay, all right, we're the ones. All right, 500. Go. We're the ones playing tricks. Okay.
Eat like sodium, for an example, on nutrition labels. You don't really think about your own sodium consumption. I see so many people telling me,
girl, we don't have lymphedema and lipedema. We don't get cellulitis a few times a year like you. We don't get cellulitis from stepping in puddles, okay, girl?
And, like, that's so much sodium in that ramen that you're eating, blah, blah, blah. But the same people will make rice-a-roni for them and their family, not realizing that that also has a lot of sodium. Or even just, like, a can of
rice-a-roni that they divide in, like, friggin'... Yeah, my sister makes that, but it's divided in friggin'... She has 3 kids, and my sister and my mom... It's divided in 5 portions. I can't. Like, if you have, like, a portion of rice-a-roni with, like, a side of vegetables and friggin' a side of something that's not deep fried, then it's not too bad. And you can't eat like that anyway, Amber. You're fired. You gotta take this serious. She does not want to lose weight. She wants to sit around and eat rice-a-roni.
Corn. They add sodium to these things. Everything has sodium. Americans just eat a lot of sodium without even realizing it.
You eat a lot of sodium without realizing it. And you have to eat less than us because of your edemas. Like, friggin'...
I thought about asking ChatGPT how many calories you should eat to lose weight.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea.
I never thought about it, so I decided to do it. And when I did do it, it prompted me. It was like, can you tell me a bit about yourself? Can you tell me, like, age, weight, height, any medical things that could be wrong with you? And I like that aspect because, like, when you try to do these, like, metabolic rate things online, it literally just asks for your height, your gender. I
can't wait for Amber to tell ChatGPT Amber's going to tell artificial intelligence that she knows more than it about how many calories she should eat.
And your weight, and it's like, no, there's more to it. So I thought that was cool that ChatGPT actually asked for that. So here's the screenshot, and as you can see, ChatGPT thinks that I should eat anywhere between 2,200 and 2,400, which is something I've always said. And it literally shows...
So why don't you do that, Amber? Why don't you do that? So because one app somewhere, one time, gave you a calorie count that's different than that, you're just going to abandon all weight loss? Okay, so... Like, she just abandons all... Like, look at her face. Like, that's how she feels. It's like, you know what? Well, ChatGPT thinks I should eat 2,200... And that app said I should eat 2,600, and that app said I should eat 3,000. So it's hopeless to lose weight, and I'm never gonna lose weight. Like, that's what she thinks. Literally. That's Chat BPD. Jen, stop it. That's so funny. Oh my god. So, actually, I mean, she's right. I'm going to give her that. She has always said that she needs to eat a little less, and I've always said that I kind of agreed, and, you know, so why don't you do that now, Amber? Now that you got the magical unicorn number finally you've been waiting for, why don't you do that now?
Reason why I should be eating at this lower limit, such as weight loss is slower for me due to the lipedema and the lymphedema and how that fluid retention.
I know, you're such a unicorn, Amber. So why are you getting all that fluid retention to begin with, Amber, huh? Where's all that coming from? Does it just manifest out of nothing, or does it have something to do with the friggin' French trip you had the other day?
Goes up on the scale a lot, which I've also said to you guys. Pretty much everything that ChatGPT says in the screenshot is exactly what I've said. Like how my metabolism is a lot slower due to hysterectomy. It's also slower due to me having no estrogen.
I don't want to listen to this, sorry.
I was like, you know what? ChatGPT is confirmed.
Sorry, guys.
Sharing that. My person want to believe that.
Oh my god, she's still going on about this. Wow. So she was, I'm sorry guys for skipping all that, but I just don't want to, I don't want you guys getting misinformation about calories from Amber. So lipedema has nothing to do with fluid. I know, stop it. Blue Hoodie said you had a whole team, including a dietitian, but sure listen to AI. Oh, God. I can't with it. Like, she's so frustrating. I'm sorry I'm skipping
Sometimes I'll skip a week, but definitely only once a week.
Thank you. Mish,
is your new friend a caretaker because you were...
I think I missed them. Mish has been a member for 29 months. She said, I asked ChatGPT and it didn't ask for my health info. That's a lie. Well, you know what? You clearly didn't ask the same way as Amber. You know, friggin'. Anywho's.
So big. Y'all, the goalpost...
Okay, is your new friend a caretaker because you are so big?
Is your new friend a caretaker because you are so big? Y'all, the goalpost has absolutely moved. Like,
girl, first of all, you look like you gained weight, but in between the two videos I'm reacting to. Like, she looks huge. Like, is it just me? Like, it looks like she just ate a French dip and a friggin' king-size Almond Joy. Anyway, but she thinks that she's healthy because she had one meal with chicken sausages and a few veggies. I can't. I'm sorry guys, I'm like barely thinking because I'm just so like, she's just so delusional. I don't even know what to say.
Ridiculous. So at first I would talk about my friend in my videos and people would be like, oh my god, she's imaginary, or oh my god, like Amberlynn's making up this friend.
Girl, I can't believe you're talking to anybody. Like, this victims of the empath thing is floating around, everyone's watching it. Like, I can't believe anyone wants to talk to her at all. I don't know why she thinks it's like, what I'm saying is that it's a bad look that she's bragging about this right now. Like, it doesn't look good that you're getting involved with someone new. So, like, right now, it just doesn't look good. What is she doing? Rachel said Amber's becoming her own pillow mountain. Oh my god, she looks bigger in the video after this, Jamie.
Okay. And now that you guys have heard her voice in my videos, the goalpost has moved and now it's a caretaker. Like, stop with the fat phobia.
Girl, you can't, like, take care of yourself down there. Like, the truth is out. You do need a caretaker. It's okay. Like, if I were to get involved with someone, there'd probably be some caretaking involved. I don't mean to... Just admit it. It's okay, you know? Friggin' dang it.
I understand that I'm really large, but I live by myself. No one comes in my apartment. Like, not even my mom. Every time we hang out, we're always hanging out, like, outside of my apartment. Going and doing things and spending...
That's a red flag. Why don't you want people in your apartment, Amber? That's weird. I mean, with all the time she apparently spends cleaning and making things smell good, why doesn't she want... That's weird! Why doesn't she want people in her apartment? Oh my god, I would love to have people here. Honestly. Because we have... Oh my god, my cat right now is so sweet. Anyway, there she is. Anyway, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Kilwell said she admits she can't take care of herself, but it's fatphobic to repeat it. Paula Nowhere, hello, says... Paula said, speaking of goalposts, does she understand that she literally weighs more than 2 NFL players, right? Dang. Sometimes I notice that I weigh more than an NFL player, and I'm like, oh no. Anyway, puppy pee pads. Yeah, that's a good point. Cecily said if there's animal stuff all over the floor, she can't clean her floors. All right. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm all over the place.
I don't need anyone to help me with anything.
Ha!
Yes, I don't.
Oh my god. I can't believe she just said that. I don't need anyone to help me with anything? Girl, come on. Just be honest. Just be real. She's trying to attract someone. I don't know who she's trying to convince. Jen said, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on. Whoops. Jen said, Mr. Corner of Sink Washcloth has entered the chat. Have a good weekend, y'all. Have some drinks on the patio if the weather's nice. I think Amber's like busy trying to convince her new boo that the washcloth on the corner of the sink thing is a bunch of made up nonsense. We don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I don't drive. I'm fully aware. But when it comes to the things that people are assuming due to the fat shaming, I don't need anyone. I take care of everything myself. I do not have a caretaker, and I have never had a caretaker, and I will never have a caretaker. My friend is my friend.
You know, it's got to be like, I guess, I mean, I guess for some people, they have a hard time accepting it, that they need help. I guess I would figure that she would have her head wrapped around it by now. I don't think it would take... I don't know what to say. I don't know. This poor person, she's lying to this poor person she's courting. She's lying to them.
Because it is someone that I met in person, and I realized I clicked with. I enjoy being around her, and vice versa. We laugh. We have...
Has she been in your apartment yet, girl? Huh?
Fun. We share the same hobbies, like literally just a friend. And this is like also another reason why my friends or anyone in my life will never be on camera again. Yes, you'll see my mom here and there, but that is
Amber,
it.
you can't keep your mouth shut about the people. Like, if what Amber is saying is true, she met someone IRL and she's having something very super casual with them right now. This isn't at the stage yet where you should be talking about this. This is weird, right? Like, this is weird. Now you're adding expectations to it. You don't realize you're doing that, Amber, but you're like talking to your hundreds of thousands of subscribers about this person. Like, she's already messing up. Why is she even mentioning this person? It's just to make her sound like that she has a life.
You've heard is a voice, and already the rumors are starting. All right, so let's get into the goals that I had for
Girl, you give too much information, and the rumors all turn out to be true.
Last week, and did I succeed in those? So last week, my goal was to follow a meal plan for 5 days out of 7, and I did not do that. I wanted to have like a huge veggie plate every single day for lunch, and I did not succeed in all 5 days. So my goals for the next week are literally just to win.
Was that her meal plan? So she had one goal of eating vegetables once a day and she couldn't even do that?
Over this like defeat that I feel inside of me. Right now, I literally just feel that defeat feeling.
Yeah, because you eat like crap. Amber needs, like, I'm sorry. Okay, the other day I reacted to someone who's eating a way that Amber should be eating. And this is a person who's Amber's size, lost 200 pounds because they took control of they just realized they can't eat the things that they love to eat, and they had to change everything. And that's what Amber needs to do. Amber can't, it must be like like I've said this before, like to realize that you can't eat the things that you used to must be, I guess it can be a tough pill to swallow. It's like telling yourself, I can't drink anymore. I can't drink like other people. That's got to be tough, right? But so Amber, I imagine, is going through the same thing. She can't humble herself enough to tell herself, no, I can't be eating Almond Joy anymore. I have a problem with food. I can't be eating that stuff. Amber cannot humble herself enough to do that. And I never even thought of it that way, that it's like humbling yourself, but the way I hear Amber talk about how she eats, like what Amber considers dieting, she just feels really entitled to keep eating all this junk food. She prioritizes the junk food. And it's weird. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really speechless in this react today.
I'm having emotions that I feel right before I give up. I want to beat the feeling more times than I don't. And then I also want to
You never beat the feeling. You don't even try. You just give in.
Start drinking 3 water bottles a day instead of just 2.
Oh, that's the trick. That'll solve everything.
All right, so now let's talk about how my week went. So I was doing pretty decent. I was staying below the 3,400 calories that Noom wants me to eat. I was definitely eating in moderation, so I was allowing myself to have like the unhealthy things, but also inviting a bunch of like fruits and vegetables and health.
Stop eating the unhealthy things. You don't need it. Sorry, guys. What did she say about unhealthy things? Oh my God. Why, Amber? Why?
The week went. So I was doing pretty decent. I was staying below the 3,400
No, are you including that day of eating I just watched? Because that wasn't decent.
Calories that Noom wants me to eat. I was definitely eating in moderation.
What Noom wants me to eat, so she's passing the responsibility onto Noom. So if there's a failure, it's Noom's fault for giving her the wrong calorie.
I was allowing myself to have like the unhealthy things, but also inviting a bunch of like fruits and vegetables and healthier foods into my diet. There was one day where
Vegetables where? That one meal you showed?
Overate, and I chose like the most horrific foods that day.
Yeah, the day I watched. That you were trying to say was good. They're all said, this is why she's as puffy as she is.
We're not perfect over here. Like, if I woke up one day and I came on here and I was like, you guys, I've been perfect for a full year, it'd be bullshit because it's not possible. So this is where things get hecticana. A few days ago, I'm telling you, it was storming really bad. It was flooding. There was flood warnings. It was really, really bad. And I was out with my mom and I didn't realize when I got home that the flood was going to be near me. So to get into my apartment, which was literally the only way to get into my apartment, I had to step and walk in water that literally like went up to the middle of my calf. I was pissed about it, obviously. Like, I have lymphedema and lipedema, and my skin and my body is just really sensitive to things. So
wait a minute. That's right. I heard about this a little bit. Oh, there's a bee in your room, Katie? That's horrible.
Soaking wet. My pants were soaking wet. My legs were soaking wet. My shoes were soaking wet. Came home. I showered. I sadly woke up the next day with cellulitis. So there's 2 versions.
Can you get cellulitis from walking through water? Like, I don't know.
Of cellulitis. There is version 1 where I get all of like the physical like
I'm live, honey.
Symptoms. Red, painful, like you can tell there's like a massive infection. But then I also get the shivers and I get 103 temperature. I am puking profusely. TMI, I have diarrhea. I can't eat for days on end.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that.
And I lose a bunch of weight doing that. Or there's B. I still get the leg is red. The leg is painful. You can tell that there is an infection. And I really just feel general malaise. Like, I don't have any of those other puking fever symptoms.
Girl, this is not good. Like, the average people can walk through a little bit of water. First of all, if it went all the way up to your calf, it's not going up that high in most other people. No offense, Amber, but you're a little stubby appearing. Oh, because she has open wounds on her legs. thank you, Diana, I was confused why, thank you so much. I was honestly confused why she was getting cellulitis walking through water. That was weird, but so she has open wounds. So I just, like, at this point, it's just with all the crap that Amber's eating, like, she doesn't need to be eating any of this crap. Why is she, like, still prioritize, like, I'm like, okay, Cecily's saying there isn't a type A or B cellulitis. There are 4 stages, maybe 5. Okay, you know, I actually, oh, and Jasmine's saying her folds are probably raw and irritated. You know, I think, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say at this point. I feel, at this point, I feel like, I don't know. Go ahead, Amber, if you want to keep eating a bunch of crap and getting cellulitis and still not wanting to change how you eat. Like, she's got to get she can't do the moderation. Like, it's not fair, Amber, sure. It's not fair that some people can do it and some people can't, right? Some people can moderately eat things, and I get, like, yeah, I'm sure, like, alcoholics hate that friggin' some people can just have a beer or two. That's probably really annoying to them. Now that I think about it, you know, so, like, you gotta kind of get over that. You gotta get over that. It's like, and that involves humbling yourself. Friggin', oh my god, okay said there's no way she can scrub her feet. It's so weird you said that, because I totally do that myself. Because is it just me? They just don't get clean enough in the shower. Like, you gotta, right? Like, I gotta do that every once in a while. Friggin', anyway. And I like to paint my toenails when I do that.
That's where I'm at here. In both of these areas, A and B, I swell a lot, obviously. It's a really bad infection. You swell a lot
because you eat like crap. That doesn't help.
So I got cellulitis from walking in the dirty water from the flood, which is really freaking unfortunate. And a part of me, like, knew that was going to happen.
So if what's interesting, she's like, a part of me knew that was going to happen. But you should have known it was going to happen, because that's why you don't want all those open sores to begin with, first of all. So has she mentioned that? Like, I heard from you guys that she had open sores. Like, did Amber even mention that? Or is she just blaming the universe and sending floodwater for her legs getting cellulitis? Like, she had open wounds because she has untreated crap. Because she eats like crap. Like, she can't, like, I don't know what to say. I'm like beyond words at this point.
That's why I immediately came home and showered. But when you have lipedema and lymphedema, like, your lymphatic system does not flow the same. So that already makes it to where it's harder to fight infections, no matter how much you bathe, no matter how much you clean yourself. So when you have lipedema and lymphedema, it also causes poor circulation to your legs, which also is another thing that prevents fighting off infections. But I stepped on the scale and I gained weight because I'm extremely swollen.
Girl, I just watched what you ate. I just watched the whole video of what you ate in a day, and you thought it was a good day, and it was a horrible day, and you're so delusional. Right, Leah, thank you. Leah said she gets cellulitis several times a year, and none of the other times have anything to do with floods. Yeah, the end does point out she picks her legs really bad. So that's just like another thing that she's not treating. This is like a lesson for all of us. I feel like this is when you start to, you know, when like they say that, like, I don't know how to put this. Like, some people are like, you just gotta want to help yourself. Like, you either want to do it or you don't. I got nothing.
Infection has my leg super fucking swollen, and it's uncomfortable, and it just sucks.
Oh no, so I guess you're just a big old victim, Amber.
Because when you see my weigh-in, when I show you the screenshot from Noom, you'll see that I was losing weight, and then when I got cellulitis, it's like all of that didn't even matter. I immediately gained.
You're acting like you were doing so well. Where's the evidence of her doing well other than that one meal where she cooks some vegetables? Honest to God.
Fluid retention from the swelling. Like, it sucks.
Get a grip.
I feel defeated because it's like, I know it's not my fault. And after I heal,
I know it's not my fault. Okay, so I guess there's just nothing you can do, you big old victim. Here you go, victim Lynn. Here's your cookie. Enjoy 5. I Right. Okay, said she acts like it's a little cold. She could go skeptic and die from this. Oh, knock on wood. Jeez. Oh, you pick your legs bad too, Katie? Well, you know... Oh, I'm sorry about that. So Mish Love said, much like the phrase, quote, water doesn't sink a ship unless it gets in the boat. Dirty water doesn't give you an infection unless it gets inside your skin. So, I mean, like, why did she have all these open sores to begin with? Like, she doesn't put bandages on them or anything? Like, I got nothing, guys.
I don't know. It could be just...
Oh, I know, Amber. I don't know. You're just a victim. I know. Just, just cry about what the universe does to your life.
The fact that I'm literally fighting an infection. I'm currently on antibiotics. I feel like absolute shit. But let's just get into it. Last week I was 5'17". This week I am 5'21.6". And it's like, this is such a pointless weigh-in because it's not real weight. I don't really know what else to say. I'm sure
next week you're going to lose 20 pounds, right, Amber?
About it, I just want to feel better. I'm just going to keep taking my antibiotics. I'm going to try to be successful in my goals and just continue pushing forward.
What goal does she have? What, drinking 3 water bottles a day? What's her other goal? She doesn't friggin' have goals. Rachel said, I bet she can't reach down her legs to bandage them. Oh my God. Woma saying, what does a victim cookie taste like? All right, so what else do I got? Because isn't Amber's posting tomorrow, right? Excuse me, guys. So, oh God, I really don't want to react to that one. Reaction channels are lying about this, and finally a true rumor. So this is another one of those Q&A videos that she posted a day ago, and Jamie said we're in phase 3. Is that what this is? I'm trying to decide if I want to react to this one or not. Reaction channels are lying about this. I freaking, like, Amber, you're lying about what you're eating. I'm just, like, really, like, annoyed with her because her channel has one job. Like, she's supposed to be trying to lose weight and get healthy, and she doesn't even want to. And she's eating and avoiding what they're talking about on the internet and friggin' Scooter forgets why she quit Ozempic for the 400th time. I forget, but I'm pretty sure that they raised her dosage and she always quits not long after they do that for some reason. It's because she doesn't want actual progress. Cecily said, I'm sure her joints and organs know the difference between, quote, true weight and whatever she alleges this is. All right, well, I actually want to catch up, so let's watch. Let's see what reaction channels are being honest about. Okay.
Welcome to another Let's Talk video. So we're gonna hop right into it. With
Amber looking like she hasn't showered in a few days.
Sweet and sour. So this is where I take a random comment generator and I go to my last Let's Talk video.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. Katie said it was something about it not being FDA approved. That's right. She heard something online about see, this is what Amber does. She sees something online that relates to, like, she saw something online that made her not want to take Ozempic anymore. Like, there's people taking bootleg Ozempic, or there's some people that Ozempic doesn't work for, or something like that. Anyway.
And I choose random comments with the generator.
Right, exactly. Okay said she quits when the meds start to work and she can't get her dopamine high from food. Basically, yeah.
I cannot pick and choose what is shown. So the first few comments that I see, those are the ones I screenshot and those are the ones I share. So let's get into it.
I believe you, Amber.
Marilyn 8225 said, who the hell would hire her? She can't stand for 5 minutes. She can hardly walk and can't do anything for 10 minutes straight.
Oh,
it's giving fat phobia for sure.
Girl, get real. What skills do you actually have at all?
Because I can definitely stand for more than 5 minutes. And yeah, my attention span is pretty rough.
But would anyone want to stand next to you though? Get real.
I've had jobs in the past, even this one, where I'm like, okay, I have to do this for a set amount of time, and that's that. And saying I can hardly walk
Amber,
is also...
this is not like a job. Let me tell you what. You wanna compare you doing YouTube casually, which I think she does. I think she does YouTube just slightly less casually than me, right? Friggin' as someone who's had a job, I like, you just can't compare. I can't compare. I've done both. I've done YouTube as a job, like in the early 2010s, right? And I've had an actual job. You can't compare. It's a little more difficult now, so maybe nowadays, because nowadays with the algorithm and whatnot, but girl, you just can't compare this to friggin' a job where you're opening or closing a store, or if you've got clients. Like, Amber, you don't have no clue what you're talking about.
Very silly statement, because I do walk. I don't use scooters in the grocery store anymore. Haven't done that in
you can
literally
waddle around the store for a few minutes. It doesn't mean anything.
years. I walk Twinkie. I literally just last year was showing myself that I was able to walk over a mile.
Friggin' Cecily said her last job, data entry for the VA, was, well, hold on. It wasn't an actual government job. I think they had contracted Amber's company, and Amber thinks it was anyway. Cecily said her last job, data entry for the VA, was all sitting. She kept leaving work early, pretending to be sick so she could go out to eat.
During my little COVID scare, I was like, oh my God, is my stamina going away? But no, it hasn't. Like, I'm literally back to how I was before. Just to answer your fat phobic question, there are jobs where I can sit. I do have experience. Pops and Mogacha.
Oh my God, thank you so much. You didn't have to say this, but Dana said, Justine, I remember your jobs and you work so hard. Like, friggin', it was hard because I had to work alone a lot of the time. And there'd be times that, like, I'd be alone, and I would have to put shipment away, and I would have to do a display in the window, but also a customer would come in to place an order for wedding invitations. There were also customers that needed their cards rung up. I'd be expected to unpack all the shipment that came, and, like, I'd be working alone. I don't mean to, like, sorry guys. I'm just saying that, like, that I'm not saying that I worked so hard. Trust me, I know people worked way harder than me, but, like, I just can't compare that to friggin'. Yeah, you can't compare that to, like, YouTube. Like, YouTube's so much easier. Obviously, like, I didn't even have to have an alarm today.
3929 said,
kidding me.
Hey, I'm leaving this comment just to say that you are beautiful and you only deserve love. All the France is supporting you. Thank you so much. That genuinely means the world to me. I appreciate it more than you know. Receptorcon11 said, Arg, go back to the torrid and grocery hauls. This shit sucks. So in my last weekly vlog, there was a torrid haul. And then in the vlog before that, there was a...
Well, actually, says Amber.
Grocery haul. So I'm definitely trying to do a mixture of everything that people like. And also filming things.
Actually, my vlogs are perfect, so...
I enjoy filming. WX1RT said, hey, beautiful. Have a good weekend, girl. Love you, stay in positive. AFK Jen said, I find people hating so much just don't have anything going on in their life. I believe that if you're hating as deeply as you do, especially in like
I'm not hating. I've said this in my last vlog, like, I'm not hating. I don't know why she uses that big H word. I'm not hating, I'm criticizing. Like, Amber, like, girl, you eat like crap and you're trying to convince everybody you're, like, following some diet.
Obsessed, cruel way.
Jeez Louise,
you're not happy within yourself. There's something going on in your life that you're not happy with.
Girl, I'm sorry that, like, she's projecting. Like, yeah, you could say that about me, because I guess, if you want, I don't know. But, like, friggin', girl, like, she's projecting. It's like, she's so... Clearly, because Amber doesn't care about herself enough to not even buy herself a king-size Almond Joy. She can't even. She doesn't even want to bandage her wounds that aren't healing. So they don't get infected. I mean, if she didn't have to walk through a puddle that day, a million things could have happened. Like a windstorm with a bunch of dust, or like whatever. Like a dog coming up to her and licking her, or something. Like a million things could have happened that could have, like, just put a bandage on it. Am I wrong?
Heather L9016.
Like she needs to take that. That's the thing. When you find yourself so focused on other people, you gotta go inward a little bit, right? Friggin'
said, so you're saying Dalton took advantage of you? I thought you said he was a good person. Not once did I ever say that Dalton took advantage of me. I said that I was drunk. Haley B8.
Okay, Amber, that was smart. I'm sure that has nothing to do with any of your health problems. That's another thing. She frequently gets drunk. So
5 said, Amber thinks if she never goes to a doctor and gets diagnosed that she doesn't have something.
Right.
Unless it fits her narrative.
It's
so
true.
I do go to a doctor. I think you're referring to the diabetes topic of my last Let's Talk video. Last time I got my labs done was literally just 4 months ago.
No, girl, you just don't go to the doctor. Like, why weren't your wounds bandaged? Why don't you do anything for your edemas? Like, you don't go to the doctor. Stop acting like you care about yourself and go to the doctor. It's annoying.
Not even pre-diabetic. Anytime
I know, she's swollen AF here, Mom Amy, and she's like sitting here scolding us as like the, I don't know, like she's talking to us from, I don't know, high atop her super healthy weight soapbox.
Ever been diagnosed with anything regarding my health? I have let you guys know. The narrative that I have diabetes is literally just fat phobia. Not every single fat person has diabetes, and not every single person that has diabetes is fat. It's really that simple.
Well, you guys hold on. Is like, how do we know that she has the wounds on her leg? Like, did Amber say that? I actually just don't know how else a puddle would have given her cellulitis. She must have had scratches or something on her legs, and even like, you know what it is? I get annoyed with this topic, and it especially annoys me when she starts acting like, well, people that, you know, are criticizing me hate themselves. Yeah, okay, Amber. No, I don't. I'm familiar with this because my mom's not heavy, right? She weighs less than me, and like, she gets both the edemas like Amber because she has diabetes and she had a hysterectomy. So like, I don't know. I just know what it takes. You know, I know what it looks like when someone actually cares about themselves and tries to help these things. So, and Amber does none of it. Anyway.
We're going to go on to Sippin' Community. So this is where weekly I post a community tab for you guys to ask me questions, talk about concerns, give me topics, whatever it may be. Let's get into it. Why do you always try and fail diets instead of seeking treatment for an eating disorder? So I actually did outpatient a couple years ago.
And you never followed their advice. It was so annoying. I was reacting to it at the time. You didn't do the program. You took what they said to do and twisted it and made it your own.
And everything they taught me is very much like, don't count calories, give in to your cravings.
No.
And I have talked about that, and
no, she was half listening to them. They were trying to get her to intuitively eat, and Amber can't sit down and sit with her feelings, so it didn't work.
This is everyone off so bad, but that's how it is with treatments like that. They don't want you to be in this like strict area because that is literally what triggers someone with issues to
what do they want you to do instead, Amber, huh? Did you even listen?
Continue down that path. Do you ever have glimpses of really...
That's it. That's all she said. She never actually did... She never... Like, okay, so... Anyway, she never followed their advice. So imagine, okay, it's true. They don't have you focus on weight loss for obvious reasons in the beginning of ED recovery, right? So... I guess, but Amber was above doing what she had to do, though. Can you imagine if back then, if she followed their advice and stuck with the plan? We would be many months later at this point, and at this point, she probably would have fixed her hunger cues. So anyway,
understanding,
but she would have to listen to their advice. That's the thing. because, yeah, so, I don't know. She's friggin'...
How awful you've been to so many people, including yourself. Yes, yes, and yes. Like literally in my last vlog, I talked about the regret that I have being so problematic in my last relationships. Like as time goes on and I have full awareness of why I am the way I am, it makes it easier.
You're not doing any of these things because you still can't admit to yourself that, you know, that you need help, you know, with it, like... Oh, I'm streaming.
Yes, you're live with everyone.
Huh?
Yes, you're live with everyone right now.
Yeah, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Well, you know.
They miss you.
Just tell everyone I said hi.
Mert says hi. She doesn't want to be seen.
Look at how cute the cat is.
Erica, I'm trying not to spoil what's going on because they don't know what's going on with her.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be in a vlog, so don't say anything.
I know, but do you see that though?
I see it, Erica. I see it, and I want to show them and just tilt the camera. Can I just tilt the camera and show them?
You have to at this point.
I'm sorry, guys. I got to spoil the surprise. Look at sister. She's got a cone, but it's a little donut.
Oh.
Look at her. Oh, she's resting because she had a big girl surgery. So I got her a cone that looks like a donut that it matches the one on Simba's collar.
I had to. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, they see the tattoo on your foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'll take it out. There we
Okay,
go.
bye.
Bye, Mert. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the surprise. It's gonna be in a vlog. She's doing great, guys, but she's resting. So I'm trying not to. Anyway, I gotta put a screen. What do you call it? A timestamp so when sister. All right, I'm sorry. I needed a break after. Like Amber's delusion is just too much.
It's like the first step that you actually learn in DBT is awareness. Because when you're not aware of something, you can't change it. And I think that's why I talk so much now about like, whoa, I've made so many mistakes in the past and like I regret those so much. Because back then, that was like my normalcy. I wasn't aware that I had a problem. Why don't you follow the recommended...
I don't know. I wish she would take all this energy, friggin' stop focusing on trying to date someone and take all that like energy into, you know, changing how she eats.
Diet for people with lymphedema. It could really help with the swelling you experience. The diet that they want me to follow is keto, which is a high fat, low carb, high protein. And unfortunately, my doctor told me that I can't do that due to my pancreas and gallstone issues that I've had in the past. You like to tell...
I don't believe... That's not what they said. Am I wrong? That's not what they said. A doctor told Amber she can't low carb? I mean, I don't know if I believe... Guys, she is so friggin' unique. God. Deb says she makes dieting harder than it really is. Way harder, man.
Want to move on. So why don't you move on from 30 years ago? It's very hypocritical for you to still use the past to act the way you do, but you want others to move on from what you've done to them. I have actually expressed publicly. I get why Beck was doing those videos, like how...
No, and look, she's about to do it here too. She can't stop herself from talking about Beck. She continues to blame Beck for crap. It's her inability to self-reflect. And she can't... It's interesting because you learn about this, you learn about NPD and you know that they can't, and you learn that they can't self-reflect, but it is fascinating seeing it in action.
You express your hurt and your pain is up to you. When I talk about my past, that was during a time where my brain, body, my soul, my spirit...
Stop it, you guys are killing me. Amber's body, soul, and spirit. Yeah, okay. You can... So, no, I don't have tattoos, Cecily. The end said it's king-size chocolate and Arby's or keto. There's no other options. I can't! I know, that's what it is. That's how Amber literally... Like, I can't. This is what I'm saying. Like, she thinks that there's no in-between, like, carnivore keto and friggin' eating a king-size almond joy. Like, there's no in-between. There's... Jesus. Anyway, sorry.
Just me as a person was growing and adapting. What happens to you in your childhood...
Oh, you grown, Amber.
...creates who you are as an adult. I rarely talk about the...
You can heal from that crap, though. You what? So you're just gonna be damaged for the rest of your life? God, ick.
Traumatic things that happened to me as a young adult.
We all had them, Amber. We all had them. With our head tilt. Like, Amber, we've all had them. We've all... Oh, my God.
The things that happened
Did
to me.
you think that everybody else had, like, a perfect childhood? Where the parents never fought, and they never divorced, and they never, like... I don't know what she thinks. Friggin'.
In my childhood. Because those are the reasons why I am in therapy. Those are the reasons why I have BPD.
Yeah,
that is why I have...
You continue to blame people and things and the universe for crap. You're not healing crap in therapy, sorry.
Anxiety, paranoia, why I reached almost 600 pounds at one point, why I turned to food for emotional reasons, why I'm a food addict. The list can literally go on.
Right, and all Amber wants to do is roll around in those problems. Friggin' wrapping herself up in a cozy victim blanket instead of exploring ways that she can improve her life. It's really sad.
Because of my childhood. If I do not
Because of my childhood, which was so much worse than everybody else's.
Confront those things.
Amber was the only one who was ever teased.
Head on, I will never change. Less talk, more walk.
You'll never change, all right. She was finally honest about something.
I'm sorry. That genuinely was a good one. That's a good comment. How come you used to pick from around?
Say it again?
I will never change.
Oh, that's for sure.
Less talk, more walk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for real. No, literally. Like, stop talking about your problem. Because what you focus on is what your mind creates, literally. I mean, I don't care if you guys don't believe me, but that's what happens. So you're going to focus on your problems or focus on solutions? Are you going to focus on feeling bad and like a victim or good and empowered? Are you going to feel like you can do it or are you going to feel like you can't do it? I tell you what, guys, at 10 a.m., I really felt like I couldn't do this stream. And again, when you watch the vlog, you'll see why. But I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna make a cup of coffee and I'm gonna eat. You'll see. But anyway, it all depends on how you talk to yourself. Because as of 10 a.m. this morning, I could have been like, you know what? Forget. I can't do it now. I can't do it. I'm throwing in the towel. I'll tell them I'll go live again tomorrow. Like, I could have done that, and I didn't. It all depends how you talk to yourself and what you tell yourself is possible. Like, the mine going live today was just one example. But I could have just totally not gone live today. And I would have had an excuse. And, you know, so, like, friggin'... Anyway.
Sorry. That genuinely was a good one. That's a good comment.
I'm rambling. I hope you guys listen to my rambles, though. Because these are gems. I've learned this about life. And like, when I really use that in my thought processes... Like, my life has improved. Like, friggin', so I'm just saying, like, you could either focus on helping yourself or what a victim you are, friggin'.
From around Christmas, posing it as when you spent time with your family recently. There's a wreath, which is only used during Christmas, on the door, and those hands taking the pic are... Someone replied and said, detective work right here. Ooh, girl, during my tear tell, I'm going to be talking all about this. All right, you guys, now it is time for the interview. That means you can just go to tell during Christmas and time change. Less talk, more walk. I'm sorry. That genuinely was a good one.
Focus on walking. Like, stop focusing on talking about your problems and focusing on, you got to create new things in your brain, right? So go do something different for once, friggin'.
That's a good comment. How come you used to pick from around Christmas, posing it as when you spent time with your family recently? There's a wreath, which is only used during Christmas, on the door, and those hands taking the pic are... Someone replied and said, detective work right here.
I don't understand this, so I gotta move. I listened to it again to try to understand it, and I can't. Sorry.
Ooh, girl, during my tear tell, I'm gonna be talking all about this.
I can't wait to skip that.
Guys, now it is time for the interview. That means you can just go to my Instagram, send me a little microphone emoji, and you can send me a voice memo so you can interview me with your voice.
Yeah, Mom Amy said, millions of people grow up in crappy situations. You can obsess about that and be a victim, or... Right. And I hate to... And that's tough. Like, not a lot of people like to hear that. Like, by that, I mean, even myself. Like, that sucks to know that, like, wow, I had this crappy thing happen to me. And now, not only do I have to make myself feel better about it somehow, but also have to try to improve things. Like, nobody wants that. Everybody wants to just wrap up in the victim blanket instead, but then you just sit in the victim blanket. Nothing good happens. So
I have so many voice messages that it's like jaw is on the floor.
Okay, so I've tried like 4 different times to figure out what to say because I'm really nervous.
Aww.
And I have so much I wish I could talk to you about. Just because I feel like we have so much in common. I recently got diagnosed with BPD, which makes my
BPD. All right, don't worry. Amber will tell you how to beat it and get better.
I know. Growing up fat and like trying to lose weight and being part of the queer community. So
right, it's actually a very common story, Amber. You should listen to people. Because many people have somehow managed to improve their life when they got older anyway.
Oh, I just wish I could chat with you so bad. But my question is, how did you get comfortable with like sharing your body with your partners? I unfortunately have never had like an official one or anything. Couple of situationships, but I'm really interested in a guy. I'm really kind of moving along, and I just have this like fear of being seen in my natural state, even though I am 70 pounds down and counting.
Congrats!
So I just want to know like what's some advice you have on loving yourself and being vulnerable in that way.
You know what's funny is I used to feel like, it's funny, I remember feeling this way. I don't feel this way anymore. But I remember feeling like when I was, because I used to be, I wasn't as big as Amber, but I was like in the lower 300s, right? And I used to feel like when I started to lose weight, like once I would lose, like I would be like, 30, 40, 50 pounds down, I would start to feel like naked. Like I would feel like people can see me now. It was weird. I didn't necessarily like it, so I wasn't sure if that's where she was going with, but that was just a random thing I thought of. I do remember feeling that way. I haven't felt that way in a long time, but I used to feel like let's say I lose 30 pounds and I'm just wearing what I normally wear, and I walk in a room and I would feel naked. It was weird. I would feel like I wouldn't have like a armor anymore. It was so weird.
Oh my gosh, first of all, we seem so similar. I live for that.
I know, and see what's possible, Amber, when you just change how you think a little bit.
Congratulations on the 70 pounds down. That is phenomenal. So it took me a long time actually to be comfortable.
This poor person needs to not seek advice from Amber, because she hasn't done anything to improve her relationship with herself like this. I don't know what.
And obviously it depended on the partner I was with. I have never been like a confident girly pop in my skin, in my natural state.
Okay, that's what you gotta work on fixing before you get in a relationship. Nobody wants to be in a relationship with a friggin' like someone who hates themselves and like friggin' is all self-conscious about, like, nobody wants that, right? I don't know, maybe some manipulative people do, I don't know, but nobody wants that, okay?
In my birthday suit, as they call it, I have always been extremely self-conscious. But obviously, if they love you, they're going to find you attractive. If you guys are in that like intimate state, they're going to love how you look. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, but fake confidence.
Okay, no, you don't have to fake confidence. So don't listen to Amber. This poor person. You don't gotta fake confidence. You're beautiful as you are. If they weren't attracted to you, they wouldn't have messaged you. That's what I would say, first of all. Second of all, like, I don't know, and people like Amber get like their self-esteem from people liking them on apps. It's bizarre. Anyway.
Because there has been so many situations where I've had to fake that confidence, and then I just start to believe it. You have to trust your partner enough to know.
Amber, you don't believe you don't have confidence. You don't even have the confidence to put a bandage on your open wounds. She's so delusional. She's acting. What do you think makes you think you have confidence? Because you messaged someone on an app? Jeez Louise. Oh, Mom Amy's down 75 pounds. That's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, Rachel, I lost, there's a video on here. I lost 30 pounds. And I was older than 30. I was 30, like 35, 36 when I lost 30 pounds on the starch solution. So
know deep
The video's on here.
within that they find you beautiful. I know it's all easier said than done. Trust me. Been there, done that.
Hi, Amberlyn.
Yeah, I agree. Leah said Amber is predatory. I worry about any young lesbians who reach out to her. I agree completely. Ew, look at her face here. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes.
Wanted to first apologize for what I've said a couple years ago. Honestly, it really wasn't me. And at that time, I had different beliefs in who I thought you were. But after continuously watching your videos, I now know that you are such a genuinely nice...
This poor person. I don't know what to say.
Real person, and you didn't mean anything that you've done or said in the past. You've admitted to your mistakes. You've taken accountability. You've done everything you can.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, the question that I have for you is, would you ever consider dating a fan again?
Why more dating questions? More dating questions. The last thing Amber needs to focus on is dating a person. Oh my god. Oh my god. Killwell said I lost 100 pounds on the starch solution in my 30s. With no thyroid and half a pituitary. Yeah, friggin', I'm like mostly disabled. Like I have multiple sclerosis and I lost weight too. Yeah. So friggin', I'm just saying. Yeah, you can lose weight, but you do gotta be probably stricter than you were in your 20s, I would say. Oh, Sarah's saying this is a troll. Amber's taking it so serious, which is making me sad. Now I'm getting sad. I don't like this. Anyway.
And I won't lie, I'm very interested.
Okay, was not expecting that. I just want to say thank you for the apology. I actually have a lot of people.
Oh no, this is a troll. You're right. Oh no. Oh no, this is a troll. Oh, Mom Amy said I'm losing weight in menopause with hypothyroidism. Oh my god, that's amazing. As I get older, see, I feel like I have kind of like a higher metabolism because I'm like taller and but I'm sure as I continue to age, which we all do, I'm gonna need to probably eat less fat and stuff. But anyway, all right.
People who reach out to me and they apologize for like leaving hateful comments or being part of like hate forums about me and stuff like that, and it's like I always am willing to accept an apology.
This is a troll. I can't. This is like... Oh, Buster said I forgot the question. Me too. But it turned into Amber getting asked out on a... Right, would you date a fan again? That's what Cecily said. That was the question.
So, apology accepted. The part about dating a fan, that's hectic. I'm not...
Amber, you can't discern between a troll and not. So, please don't date a fan. Or actually, as a reaction channel, please date a fan. Okay.
Interested in talking to anyone in that way, like, at all right now. I am flattered, though. I do appreciate...
Correct. So the end said, no one starts a hater and then turns into an am baby. Absolutely correct. And with the friggin... The new victims of the empaths just came out. Like, they haven't seen this?
Cat, so thank you.
Hey, Amberlyn, just wanted to ask you, why do you keep bringing up other people?
Alright, what accent is this?
When they clearly asked you not to.
Here we go.
Even multiple times.
Yes. Fair question.
I will keep listening to that in a second, but I have multiple times told quite a few people not to talk about me, and they continue to do so. If they can, I can. That's my answer.
It makes things worse.
Why would you want to? That's she doesn't think of this. Like, why would you want to? Why would you want to engage? Are you kidding me? If someone made a hate video about me, I'm not friggin' like anyway, hate video. Like, if somebody made fun of me, like, I'm not gonna. I mean, I guess it depends on what they say. I guess I don't know, but I'm not gonna keep it going. Jeez.
Like, way worse. Because no matter what you say, people won't believe you anyway.
No matter what
Right.
you say, people won't believe you anyway.
Right. Why would we? Amber, you've made video after video that you lie. I can. You're
So you just make the people that you're talking about angrier?
I don't care. I should be.
Amber doesn't care about anything. We all need to understand this, and this is why I'm so casual today, because she doesn't care about her health or her life, or she's got some kind of open wound on her chest, it looks like there. She doesn't care about that either.
Allowed to also use my
Or a scratch or something. That's probably been there for months.
voice. If they can use their voice, I can use mine as well.
Okay.
And the whole drama surrounding the situation.
Why would you want to, though? I'm sorry. Like, why would you want to?
Worse. So please stop doing that.
I'm not gonna stop. I appreciate your
She's also not going to stop ordering or eating king-size almond joys, so friggin' don't expect her to lose weight either.
voice message. I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate anyone's opinion, but never back down. If someone is harassing you, belittling you, spreading lies about you, talking about you, like, this is a weird type of situation. Like, we're not meant to go through things like this. Like, publicly go through
things like what? Can you please be specific for once?
horrific breakups for thousands and thousands and thousands to see.
Why was it public for thousands to see, Amber?
So already this is like a weird situation to be in. Like, whether it be on a small scale or a gigantic scale, never back down. Always use your voice. Always be strong. Always love yourself enough to be there for you.
Girl, digging up old drama, like, honestly, you think this is what loving yourself looks like? Engaging in internet drama with haters? Like, you think that's self-love? Honestly, you think this is this is what you think it looks like right now?
When no one else would be. Period.
So I thought maybe I would use this on voice message since you do read them on your videos. So I hope this isn't disrespectful or rude in any kind of way at all, because I dearly love you, Amberlyn. Like, I've been in your members only chat.
This person sounds drunk.
This is baby girl.
Oh my god!
Wait, baby girl, is this the friggin' that channel?
Wait! Baby girl, hi! That's actually someone from my members. Hello, hello.
Oh, it's okay.
I relate to you on so many levels. It's like hexacana, girl. Totally. Anyways.
Hexacana.
Well, y'all need therapy.
Curious, like, when you had your symptoms before you found out that you had cancer, did you have like extreme lower back pain on the right side and around into the pelvic region a little bit, and then like very irregular periods where like I get mine like maybe once a year, sometimes twice?
Oh no!
Like,
oh no!
I'm just curious because I'm really
Why is this
freaking out.
person reaching out to Amberlyn right now, not a doctor? Well, Cecily, I relate to Amber in some ways. It's just, I do. And I say that all the time. But I think we have a different way of going about things.
You know, I gotta get to the gynecologist thing. No, you're not a doctor, and I know. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, girl, stop watching. Oh my God, this poor person. Like, Amber's an actual figure they look up to.
If you suffered from those same symptoms, that's all. Anyways, love you, dear. I hope you're doing well. I hope your mental health is doing well, and I do hope your cellulitis is better.
Girl, no, she's...
Mwah.
Aw, thank you so much. And yes, please see a
a
gyno, because I'm not a gyno, not a doctor. I just know based on my experiences, I did have lower back pain, yes. And before I bled for years straight, I did have very irregular periods like that. So irregular periods was always my normal. So that's why, like, yes, I was worried, but then I was like gaslit in like multiple different ways.
Girl, you gaslit yourself.
Different ways, thinking like maybe.
See, this is her, right? This is her condition, whatever she has coming in. Like, I was gaslit, so it was the universe's fault. That's what she's literally blaming the universe instead of herself for her own ignoring this issue.
This is just part of my irregular period, but definitely see a gyno, please. You'll be in my thoughts. I hope you're okay.
Thank you. I don't want to be like a opportunist, but like if you could say hello to my friend Christina Petkova. By the way, what I wanted to comment is, have you noticed, like, okay, so like I think you're like the prettiest girl ever. And have you noticed how people like don't like to mention this or say it, or I don't know if they're not like brave enough, they're like afraid of like what society will think. But women that has like some extra weight, like bigger women.
Right. They're out there, guys. I'm telling you. Like I said, I never had an issue as a bigger woman getting messages like this, okay? They're out there. I'm just saying. That's, anyway.
I'm not saying it's healthier or it's hotter or anything, but like just specifically talking about face, like the face card of like bigger women is just like so above.
Do you think you could get to a point?
Bigger women are.
I'm a silent viewer of your content. I'm so curious about your personal mental health journey in relationship to food. And if you think you
I
could
don't know if I can listen to this much more, because why is this person asking this of Amber? Jeez Louise. Scootertron said, quote, some extra weight. Okay. I know. The delusion is so strong. Oy.
Get to a point in that mental health journey that you could start healing that relationship with food. Because we've seen on your YouTube for years where you go through cycles where you start a weight loss journey and you do lose weight, but then something happens and you can't maintain it. And in my head, every time I see it happen, I'm like, well, it's a mental health thing. Like, it's not,
right.
She doesn't.
Right. Amber raising her eyebrow. I know, right? I know. I'm so hopeless. Nothing can be done for me.
Relationship with food isn't there. Like, you have the drive to lose.
Right, and that's what I don't know, people, because I intuitively eat, and I'm sure people think I'm nuts when I talk about it, but like, when Amber was in her outpatient program, that's what they were trying to fix with her, right? Her relationship with food. Like, Amber food needed to become something she just eats when she's hungry again, right? And that's a process to get yourself there. Like, to go from mindlessly eating to mindfully eating is a process. And I imagine, yes, would take months or a year. And to be honest, over a year has passed since Amber's been in that program, and who knows where she'd be today if she stuck with it. But Amber knew too good to stay in that program, and look at all the progress she's made now. Like, I can't with
lose
her.
weight, but when something happens, like a switch goes off and the food's always there for you. And that's not necessarily wrong, but I'm just so curious if you think you get to
It's an addiction. You have to tell yourself you have to keep that stuff out of your house. You got to take it seriously and not, I mean, nobody can stop you from buying Uber Eats except you. So you have to fix that. That's where you're at. I don't know what else to say.
You could, quote unquote, fix that. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
She was in a program for that, and she acted like she was above it.
Question. And it's true. It's definitely a mental health thing. It's definitely something up here. So that's why when so many people like judge me on like my cycle of diets and
no, I judge the fact that like you take what doctors tell you to do and twist it and make it your own, and then you fail. And then you blame the doctor. That's what I'm judging, Amber.
Always turning to food and like all that stuff. Like, it's so weird to me because it's like, when does the mental health shaming stop? Because I do have that drive to lose weight. I want to lose weight so bad. And so many people...
Right, you don't lose weight because of motivation and because of a drive. That lasts literal 2 minutes. Like, you can't... Nobody has motivation all the time. That's not why anybody's either losing weight or maintaining a weight loss. That's not why. It's not motivation. What is it? Why don't you watch their videos and see?
Like, look at me from an outside perspective and they just see surface level and think, she loves being fat. She doesn't want to lose weight. Right. Like, literally, no. It's a constant battle that I'm trying to win and I keep losing. And am I ever going to win? I don't know.
No.
I've done...
Right. I don't know. Right. Because your mindset sucks. Your mind frame. You refuse to think that it's even possible for you to do it because you're so deeply entrenched in that victim mindset, man.
Everything. Like, sometimes I genuinely wish I did not have to eat at all. but you have to eat to survive.
Oh, and thank you. Cicely said discipline is greater than motivation. Right. It's I guess discipline's a way to put it, but it's more like habits, right? Like I mean, yeah, and you create habits, and after a point, you literally want a healthy thing for breakfast, like the friggin' the oatmeal I had this morning was friggin' banging. Anyway,
no, there's a lot of fat phobic people out there who's like, you ain't gotta eat. Look how fat you are. Realistically, like you have to eat.
Okay, girl. Okay, Amber knows more than Dr. Nowzardin, who's a bariatric surgeon who has treated thousands of people.
Hey girl, I just wanted to ask a quick question. How hectic is a situation type deal type moment?
It's like the hecticana of the world. It's the most hectic.
Hey Amber, what's up queen? I hope you're doing well. My one question for you is, out of your entire YouTube career and all of the years that you've spent making videos, what is your biggest regret? What is the one thing that you wish you could take back?
This is a good one.
Also, I'm your biggest fan. I love you, girl.
Aww.
That's funny. The end said, what happened to faking confidence? Anyway.
I love you. I feel like I always say this, but this is genuinely the truth. I want to take back everything that I said about the relationship I was in as a teenager. I should have kept that shit to myself, kept that shit just in my like close life, because like literally my mom was in my life during that time, and she's someone that heard what I was going through at that time. Like I would call her all the time. So she's someone that like had
So why hasn't she spoken out? That's what's weird. Why hasn't she spoken up and out about this, if that's so true? So, and here's Amber bringing it up again. She regrets ever talking about that relationship, and here she is talking about it and making herself a victim somehow about it again.
My back, and in a weird way, I shared it to feel less alone, and I also shared it because there are people who contact me and say that they're in relationships like that and they don't know how to get out. And I wanted to feel less alone. I wanted these people.
I don't want to listen to this.
Own tea. Thanks.
Wait.
I made things worse.
Hi Amber, love you.
I didn't want to listen. I'm sorry, I didn't want to listen to that. I can't believe she brought up their relationship with Casey. That was the audacity.
I was wondering if you're afraid of any of your other exes coming out of the woodwork.
Oh, she's shameless. Look, she's smiling. She's like, yes, I'll get lots of views.
And spilling unknown tea. Thanks.
Thanks. That was cute. And no, I'm definitely not afraid of that. I feel like
why would you? It'd be good for you. She gets a little views bump every time it happens.
There was room for improvement in all of the relationships I was in.
Hey love, just wanted to...
But no, she's not afraid because she just denies everything they say. So why would she be afraid?
Say I admire your tenacity to keep on going even after all the hate over the years. We know you love perfumes, so if you could create your own, what would the name be, the scent, and also the bottle design?
Oh my...
This is a stupid question. Hold on. Yeah, Cecily said she only regrets that relationship because she got caught and called out. Exactly. Like, if Amber posted that video and everybody just felt bad for her and shit, then she never would have regretted it. So, this is nonsense. She just regrets being, like, caught. Jeez. Anyway.
Oh my god, first of all, I'm obsessed with your accent. Like, can I have that, please? And that is such a good...
AI text to speak. Some people make being your fan so hard that I am just more comfortable using more. Thank you.
Sorry, guys. I don't know if I can... Guys, I'm sorry. I think I'm done. I'm sorry. I don't want to listen to this. Amber smiling. Her ass is kissed. I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. I've been doing this for 2 hours. I'm like... My butt hurts. I'm like... I can't listen to her. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm rage quitting. It's just... I can't listen to that. I'm sorry. I just... I needed a break. Iron Chef Jamie said, Foodie and Amber have no shame. They're incapable of feeling shame. It's not that I need her to feel shame, but you need some degree of it to improve your life. You have to acknowledge that a part of your life isn't working to be able to fix it. I acknowledge the part of my life that was You know, I had a part of my life that was in serious shatters and no, I'm sorry. It was in serious like disarray. It was in tatters, right? And I could not get this part of my life together until I got my Hanson t-shirt. Now all of a sudden everything seems to be much better and I can do things like react again. All right, you guys didn't have a problem with me quitting? Sorry, I didn't want to listen to fake questions from fake. You know, it's just I didn't need to. I didn't want to like listen to. Thank you so much, though. I did have fun, though, guys. I promise. I feel like I did a lot of skipping, but this was a good one. So I'm definitely gonna be live tomorrow. Okay, you know, was that the? Maybe I should have saved this one for tomorrow, but I'm assuming Amber's posting. Either way, I gotta have a public stream tomorrow. It's probably gonna be around 3. So I hope you guys can go to that one. Thank you. Katie said the Hanson tea heals all. You're very welcome, everybody. Oh, good. Paula said I'm right there with you. Just I didn't want to listen to another ass kissing. Look, I couldn't. All right, guys. So, yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, probably around 3 o'clock. So, other than that, I hope you guys have a really good weekend. So, before I go, though, for those of you that are still hanging in, I'll show you Sister one more time. She's still napping. Oh, you guys can tell how short my shorts are. But anyway, look how cute she is there. She's sleeping, and she's getting her resticles. She's good. She's gonna be, yeah, I don't know. So she had a, okay, I gotta say, because I can't stop, like, I am gonna vlog about this, but, alright, it's gonna be in the vlog, but she had a surgery, a little one, right? And, I'm a little upset about it because, they only gave her 1 dose of pain medicine to take when she got home a few hours later to take with food. So I gave her that last night, and that's it. They just gave me 1 dose, so I hope she's okay. I think she should be okay, right, guys? I need a response. She's okay, right? Should I get... Do they have, like, over-the-counter pain? I don't know. I don't know if she's in pain right now. I mean, I guess she could just be sleepy, but... Usually she's more active this time of day, obviously. So, I don't know. She's been there for, like... I mean, the whole time I've been streaming, it's been 2 hours, basically, so... Oh, yeah, Mom Amy, I actually am vlogging for real. Even though I know I've said it before, but... 12's my limit said that's not enough pain meds. It was Medicam. That's what she got, 12's my limit. She got a dose of liquid Medicam to go with her food. But it was just 1 dose, and I hope... Okay said she's not hiding, and that's a good sign. Cats hide when in pain or sick. Oh, she's not hiding at all. She's, and she has places where she could hide, so... You're right. Yeah. I gotta keep an eye on it. Oh, my poor baby. I was so nervous when she was gone. Alright, guys. I'm gonna hang up because I gotta pee, but thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you guys soon. Oh, yay, Mommy. Good. I'm making a good one. All right, see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.